today we're off to Horton Tower at Lancashire, or Hoghton as it's called. Hopefully we'll see some different vehicles there and have a good time, and let's see if there's any of my favourites we'll try and spot out and even have a chat to the owners to get them on camera if possible. So we'll see you when we get there.
Gary's classic cars take us near and far. With a laugh and a toast, we'll rev it up loud. In the journey of life, we'll always be proud. From the red sunrises to the green fields wide, with Gary's classic cars, we'll take the wild ride. Oh, Gary's classic cars, what a beautiful sight. Rolling down the avenues in the warm golden light. Red ones, green ones, and a blue one too. Every ride tells a story, also brand new.
Okay, so we've arrived at Hoghton Tower and it's at 9:15 and it's filling up lovely. However, a bit disappointed. You pay all this money, £8 each person, they can't even cut the grass. It's about 8 inches long, absolutely saturated, and very disappointing, to be fair. You could have just run the mower over it, but not to moan too much. We're here, it's going to be a warm one, I think. A bit hazy, but we'll go and start on the front row just over the way. Okay, so the first vehicle got is the little Figaro, and then we got the 76 Stag. I just weighed myself through a couple of moderns, and we've got this beautiful little 200 Mercedes on an X plate. Look at this, beautiful. God, I'm absolutely soaking. My feet are saturated. Yeah, very nice. Manual. It's a lovely vehicle, that. We've got the nice TR6 left-hand drive in white, 1974. MG Magnet, look at that, beautiful. Second one of them I've seen is just recently. And we've got a RS6 Z3. Oh, nice, RS Turbo Series 1, 1985, for sale, I think. £37,500. There's my mate Reg in his van over there. Then we've got this Ford. I think we saw this at Inglenook the other week. Beautiful big American. And then we've got the Dodge Challenger or Charger, and then the nice Mark II 1600 diesel. Well, it's not 1600E, but it's the diesel version. Mark II. God, that's rare. Daihatsu 4-track. Look at that, Minter. You don't see them very often. And we've got the Audi. And then the beautiful Triumph Dolomite. What a lovely car. Absolutely stunning, this one. Low mileage, seen this quite a few times, very rare colour. Love it, that Sprint. Then we've got a Series, a Mark IV Series 2 RS Turbo in white. You can hardly see the wheels, the grass is that blooming long. I think there'll be a lot of people going because they won't be happy walking around in this lot. And then XR3i. I think that might be Rosso Red on a G. And we've got the Ford Mustang, 1967 on an 8. It's got a bit of flaking on the bonnet there. And we've got the nice SL Mercedes. And a beautiful Pontiac GTO, look at that. Absolutely stunning. What a straight car that is. Now this is a rare beast. Alpha Sod, look at this. Absolutely mint on the T. That is proper nice, that. A 1.5. That's super rare. absolutely really straight down the side, steel wheels, 44,000 miles, probably genuine. That best car here so far. Then we've got little Golf Driver 1990 Z3, and then we've got the V6 Mazda 323. This is quite a rare vehicle, you don't see these very often. Very nice. Then we've got the white 74 Beetle Type 1 1200cc economy model, it says. In other words, dead basic. A clean car, that. Gee whiz, that is clean. Another nice vehicle. Then we've got the 72 BGT. Could be 73. This is quite a bit of wood on the interior. I think that should be flame red. Yes, probably a 73 with that grille. Very nice vehicle. And then we've got the E-Type, look at this. 1967, British Racing Green, chrome wires. .2 fixed head coupe. Beautiful. Here we've got the 1970 Morris Traveller. Very nice in green. Banded wheels. Really smart. And next to the Hoghton Metro Turbo 1989. And then just a Mark 1 1981. Metro. Then we've got the A-Reg 84 VW Polo. Called Lee's the bread van, I believe. Nice straight car, that. And we've got the Trans Am, look at that. Beautiful. Very nice. And then a lovely Mercedes E-Class. 1994 coupe. Automatic, 157,000 miles. Oh my, nice car that. 220. Here we've got beautiful little oh, it's left-hand drive Austin Mini 1970. That's must be an import one, I would think. Clean car, that looks like bronze yellow. Nice to see a standard car with a standard hubcaps, unmolested. Got the twin gutter as well. This is an early car. And we've got the Jaguar XJ V8. Very nice. Then we've got this lovely Rover convertible, twin cam 16 valve, fuel injection. It's in a metallic purple. Very nice. Then we've got my Sunbeam Imp Sport, and then we've got Andy's Quantum H4. Then we've got a Mark 1 Fiesta. Now this looks a bit unusual. Got big flared arches on it. It's showing a 5-speed box. Looks like it's got XR2 style clocks. A big bore exhaust, so it'll be interesting to see what's actually in that, because I don't think that's standard 1.1. Then we've got the little Morgan. Oh, Porsches are going. Look at that. Morgan 4. Early one, that. And we've got Dave's Super Clubman. Look at this, beautiful. Just had some recent restoration by Clark Webb Restoration. So there's a 911 going. That's a stunning vehicle, that. Seen that before, it's absolutely mint. There's our mate Al in his Escort Mark 4 just over the way. Anyway, back to this Mini, beautiful. He's had a lovely job done on it. For a black, it's absolutely stunning. Proper nice. Very, very clean car. Does look after it. Has a Mini Clubman estate as well in at Vermilion, which is just as good. He's had some work done on that. We've got a bit of a modern Focus. And then we've got another Beetle, 1970, with a surfboard on the top. And then we've got TR7 V8. This is nice. A nice colour, like a bronze metallic cream leather. Look at that, 90 odd thousand on it. That's nice. Tatton Park VW show there, guys, advertising there on the Beetle. 1500cc. Morning. We've got the BMW Z4 MGF 96 in British Racing Green, very nice. Then we've got an SL320 82 on an X. This is a nice looking car in blue, very nice. Wheels are mint, split rims on it. That's another, that is a nice vehicle, that. Very well presented, convertible. Super mint, that is super mint. We've got Volvo, what's doing here, 25 plate. Then we've got my mate Darren Zephyr, there he is at the back with a yeah, very nice. And we've got another TR6 1973 on an L in dark blue. Then we've got an early Moggy Miner here, look at that, beautiful. Rover 75, another clean car. Another Rover 75, 03 plate, a bit newer. And look at this, P5B, Admiralty blue, silver birch roof, lovely. Seen this a few times. Do like these vehicles. And then, I used to have one of these, 2.8 injection Capri. Mine was an ex-police one on an A. This is one of the last ones, 1985. It's not got the right wheels on, but it's them 4-spoke ones really do suit it. Beautiful. Here we've got my mate Reggie's van. It's 1.8 diesel. He's featured on the channel before with his daughter Chloe. He must have ventured out today. The RS16i van look-alike. We've got the Mustang and the Aston Martin that we saw the other day at Scotch Piper. Here we've got a beautiful A-plate Golf GTI 2-door in red. Stunning. We've got an ST MSD 400 Focus. Oh god, that looks a bit tuned. And then this Toyota Serra. Very nice there. And then Uncle Morgan 60 plate. And we've got Z3. There's my mate Al. This Vitesse GT test 6 cylinder, sorry. Look at that, in blue, beautiful, 1969.
Yeah. Under the bonnet, down there.
Stunning vehicle. Absolutely stunning. Then we've got this unusual silver 71 BGT. That's looks good actually in silver. Although it's got a satin finish, whether that's intentional or not, who knows. Oh, it's an early one like mine had, that grille, many years ago. And then we've got Alan's popular 1300 Escort. Look at that, stunner, all original. Very nice. And then we've got the Mini, 1981, with the moustache grille on, racing numbers. And then look at this, it's called Moggy Miner van, 1968. Very nice. In green. Porsche Boxster. Chevrolet Camaro, I believe. Here we got the Damas Red BGT, very nice. 1975, one of the last chrome bumpers. Then we got the Vauxhall. I think this is a Royale. Seen this a few times, lovely. And then the Camaro SS, look at that. 1972. We've got the little Fiat 500 now. This is nice, in green. 1972 on the K. Right-hand drive. Little picnic basket on the back. Beautiful. And then we've got the 72 Corvette Stingray. Now here's something we don't see every day. 1989 Nova Saloon in metallic blue. Oh my, that's probably one of the rarest cars here with that little Alpha. And proper clean as well under the arches. Gee whiz, father-in-law used to have one in here in A beige. But that's a beautiful car, that. Looks like it's had a little bit of welding under the arches, but it's here, that's the important thing. Then we've got the nice red XK8 adjacent. Beautiful. And the pretty modern E220 CDI convertible. And we've got the Mustang GT convertible 5 litre, look at that. Look at the Austin Healey here, nice. Austin Healey 3 litre. Beautiful, look at that. That's lovely. That's beautiful.
I never bought one yet, but I got one a few months ago.
And then this Beaufort, based on a Ford and a Minute. And the Carlton, 3 litre GSI, nice.
Is it a 35 this one? Right, years and years ago, right, you see this now?
And look, a A35 van, gee whiz. That's clean. A lot cleaner than my dad's. We've got a lovely panel fit as well. Nice that. Dove grey. What a van that is, beautiful. I'd have that. Austin of England at its finest. So here we've got this beautiful Rover 25 van. When did we see one of them last? There's only four left around. And then this is my friend Norman's little Rover 45 he's just purchased. Apparently there's only 13 of these left on the ground. He paid a reasonable cheapish price for it. He's only had it a couple of weeks. But he sold his Rover Automatic 200, I don't know why, but he wanted something different, but that's up to him, isn't it? Anyway, look at this little Saab 99 rally version. Very, very good. Roll cage in it. Stig Bloomvist. Look at that. Beautiful V4. Do like them. And look at this stunning Rover 220 coupe. 1994. 216 coupe actually. Yeah, it's for sale. And then we've got the Jag. Supercharged. And then look at this little Austin 7. Oh nice. Proper car. Do you like that? Nice bit of 2v1 there. Yeah. How basic is that? Very nice. Then we've got a couple of kit cars, Spartans. Look at that. And that's a Falcon. A bit of plywood there, veneered. Not sure what they're based on. There's a Mark 1 or Series 1 RS Turbo. Look at this, beautiful. And a C plate, this one. Very nice. In white, but they're all, most of them were white. You had a red one and maybe a black one. I would like one of them. They're just an iconic Ford. So here we've got the Mark 1 MX-5. Looks pretty smart with this big blue stripe down the middle, across the roof, and then the beautiful TR4. Do like these. Lovely. Got the trip on it, must do a bit of rallying. Very nice. Then we've got the nice Triumph Stag on white colour, manual with overdrive. 1972. And look at this Honda. Oh my, I've seen this up at Charity Farm. Absolutely stunning. What a car. Just looks like it's come out the showroom. Beautiful metallic green, automatic. Proper nice that. Beautiful. Honda Accord. 3-speed auto. And we've got the beautiful Civic. Look at that. Another one, just like brand new. Very nice. A lovely pair of Hondas. And then we've got the Mark 1 Escort, 1600 high compression, Mexico. I always thought they were all Kent engines, but clearly not. 1978. Very nice, clean car that. Next to a Morgan. Now this looks like a could be a +8. Yeah, V8, lovely. Then the Mercedes SL and a Jaguar Series 1. A monster of a car. 1972 4.2 litre. And then we've got the TVR S3 V6, unusual colour. Not seen one that colour. Look at that, beautiful. And then we've got the 69 Vitesse, white with a red flash. Very nice. So here we've got a beautiful Vermilion 1980 BGT rubber bumper, very nice. I've got Calibra, I do like these, seen a few of these just recently. In fact, one passed me on the A1 the other week, it's lovely, a white one. And then we've got the TR6 in yellow, beautiful, wonderful. And then we've got the Z28 Pontiac, look at that, V8. And then look at this Supra, beautiful, in black. Oh, what a nice car, there's 93 on a K. A wonderful vehicle, very clean that. So just on the main entrance is a beautiful X-Plate 1982 Mercedes. 4-door, very nice. Look at that. Proper taxi job. I don't know what it is. 200, that's the second one I've seen here. Very nice car. Then we've got the Lotus Esprit. Look at that turbo, beautiful. Biscuit interior. Red. And then here we've got one of my subscribers. Here he is on camera. His Supra. Very nice. How long have you had this then?
Just over 3 years.
Very nice. Did your bike brand new?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Has it done many miles in it since?
No, I'm wearing it out, about 8,000.
Oh my God, it's still like new, isn't it? Is it a 3 litre?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh very nice. Beautiful colour, isn't it?
It is, it's a rare colour.
Yeah.
It's they made 90 of them because it's a Super A90.
Right.
So they made 90 of them, 60 went into Europe and 30 went into UK.
And all that same colour?
Yeah.
So I believe you're organising a stand, are you? Super stand?
Yeah. The NEC, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the Mark 4. We've done it for the last near on 10 years, I think.
Right.
The Mark 4, we used to have a Mark 4 before this.
Yeah. So you're going to take this to the stand this year?
No, it's been on the stand before because we couldn't get hold of a Mark 4.
Yeah.
But no, we try and keep it to the Mark 4.
Oh, right, very nice.
So we still, we're still involved at the club. So
that's the important thing, isn't it? You know, yeah.
It is.
You've got to keep them going, otherwise it'll just disappear, won't it? And then there'll be no one around. So.
True.
Yeah. Let's go and have a look. Can we have a look inside?
You don't get many Toyotas that are made in Austria.
No, not at all. Can you open the door if that's all right? Let's have a look inside. Oh, it's automatic as well, but it's beautiful to drive, isn't it? Well,
8-speed. Box.
Look at that.
ZF box.
Very nice. Beautiful, isn't it? What a lovely car. You still got the stickers on the covers on. Yeah. Wonderful.
The car.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah. Really nice that.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for talking.
No problem. Thank
See you again.
See you later.
So, I've got the M40i Beamer. And then we've got the Ferrari here. Look at this. Testarossa, I think it is. Very nice in red. Beautiful, 1990. Here we've got a couple of McLarens. I'm not sure what models these are, but fantastic vehicle. Let's have a look inside. Look at that wing, the way the door opens. Beautiful. Oh, it smells gorgeous. Look at that, nice. That's a nice colour, that grey. And then the black one. And then we've got little Toyota.
18 years old.
And look at this, RS2000 Bubble Arched Escort, very nice. All 140s as well. That's nice. 1975. Look at this Ferrari here, look at that. Beautiful. Very nice. It's the same as the red one across the way, I think. 348. For sale. All signs. Not the car. Now look at this. This is mint. VW pickup Beetle. Oh, I like this. Look at that at the back. Oh my, look at that out of a VW wing.
And you don't rag them, you just cruise them.
That's absolutely ace. Look at that. Vod's Mini Pike. What a fantastic. Look at this Nissan GTR, lovely. Do like them, proper drift machine. And here's the Rolls Royce. We think we saw this at Goresworth Hall. Massive. And the lovely TVR Cerbera. Look at that. Metallic red, beautiful. This doesn't look like it's got a TVR V8 in it though. Oh, it's got a six cylinder. Snug in there, that. Very nice. And then the Cobra, look at that, beautiful. The big American V8 in it. Beautiful colour, that. Oh, that looks nice. That Motors. And then we've got this supercharged Auburn 1936 Speedster. Look at that, beautiful. Oh my, that's absolutely wonderful. Amazing. Proper American style in that. Oh my, look at that. Beautiful. So we're now in the car club section, and the first one we've come to is the Ford Manchester Group RS owners. So we've got this 79 orange RS2000, look at that. Beautiful, proper original. Even got the sound ending on the bulkhead, you don't see them very often because they used to deteriorate. Look at that, beautiful car that. Very nice with its cream interior, light beige. Lovely. And we've got the Mark V RS2000, beautiful colour that. Coach and Cosworth, sorry, do apologise owner. Beautiful, very nice. And we've got the Focus RS. And then another Focus RS. Look at that. Orion gear, nice. 1985 on the B. Rosso red, that's proper nice. Have that any day over the Focus personally. Down is a normal Mark V. RS2000. And then the last Focus RS. Beautiful colour, do like these. Lovely colour blue that. And that's the Manchester Group RS. And then we've got the Ford Mustang Group. And this is the Mustang Owners Club of Great Britain. They've got a cracking selection of modern and classic Mustangs. Now we've got a Ford section. Well, there's badged up, but there's quite a bit of a quantity of vehicles in this section. So we'll start with the Triumph Roadster. Look at that, beautiful, in black. Beige interior, look at that, beautiful. Look at the woodwork on that. Wonderful. Little dicky seat. You've got your own windscreen. And we've got the 325i BMW. Clean car that. XR4i, beautiful Sierra in Stratos Silver. A nice car that. Very nice. We've got the Golf R32. And then the RS2000, another one, a black one, that's nice. Another 79 on the T. Look at him, Mark 1 Fiesta, lovely, 1980 on the V. That's a nice interior. 1.1L. And we've got Chris Hayes 1600 gear Escort. He gets about a bit in this car. And I've got the K8 03 plate, another clean car. RS16i, look at that, beautiful in black. I do like them. Mark 3. And they got the Mark 4 RS Turbo. CVH turboed engine, fuel injected. But I don't think it is a turbo. I don't see it. Might be wrong. And we've got the XR3. Seen this many a time around the local shows. So it's an XR3i. The RS Turbo. It must be an RS Turbo, but that's slightly different under the bonnet than the black one. A different air box, the pump's in a different position. Yeah, and there's a turbo. The other one didn't have the turbo. So, very nice. Nice Scirocco on the G. Do like these again. Very nice. And then this is the XR3. I was getting mixed up with the black one behind me. On an X, that's on the Y. They didn't make these for very long, the carbureted version. It's a lovely car, this. We've got the XR4 before, 1991 on the J. Very nice. And then Capri Laser in silver, lovely. Beautiful. And then the Escort Mark 3 gear, 1985 on a C. Very nice, got Recaro seats in it. 1600, a good car then. Now we've got the beautiful Golf Cabriolet, look at that. 1990 on the H. And then look at this, stunning 1988 Orion gear in Rosso red. Beautiful. Proper nice interior in it. Escort with a boot. Beautiful. Lovely vehicle that is. It's really Terrace Capri in a very nice green colour. I'm not sure what colour that is, but it really suits it. It's called Minty according to the number plates. Beautiful. Even matching interior. And then the Capri 280 on an E. And they made these for a couple of years. These were like the run-out version of the Capris. Beautiful car. 2.8 V6. And then we've got the 3 litre S Capri on a W in bronze. It's a nice interior, and that looks like the Fiesta Super Sport cloth. Checkered, very nice. And then with another 3 litre S in black on a T. Beautiful. That's got the similar colour cloth interior. Nice clean car, and that's the Ford stand. Now we've got the MX-5 Owners Club. So we've got a right arrangement of Mark 2s, Mark 4s, Mark 3s. There are all sorts here, quite a good selection. All different colours. A nice Mark 2 there. Mark 3. My brother-in-law Andrew's got one of these, absolutely loves it. Mark 3.5. An NC version. And then we move on to what looks like a Rover. Look at this Rover V6. You'll not see one like this ever again. Very unusual. How it's raised. Fat Rover, look at that. Some workmanship gone into that. What a stunner. Then we've got the 6R4 Metro, look at that. Used to rally these.
Ended up in the side street with that.
Got that for a motor in the back of that. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Not sure it's a genuine one though, it's been modified. I wouldn't know much about them, but that's a Vista handle. Then we've got the ST200 Angry Dog Racing. It's got some decals on that, looks pretty smart, that black and the purple. Oh my gosh, the engine bay is heavily detailed. Then we've got the 3 Series Coupe Beamer, 6-cylinder, very nice. .330 Ci and the nice Mercedes S-Class. Look at this Reliant. I think this is a SE4 if I'm not mistaken. It's a coupe, V6, S6 engine. Very nice. Let's have a look at the interior. Look at that. Wonderful. 3 litre, 1967. Then we've got the 4.2 Jaguar XKR. Look at that. Very nice. All the wood in that, leather, automatic. Supercharged V8. Oh, what an engine. Wonderful. Then we've got the T4 camper. And then the little Westfield. And then we've got a TVR 3000M, very nice in red. Hard top version. V6. Then we've got another Morgan here. Presume it's the 4-cylinder Morgan 4. And then we've got the Mazda 6, which is based on the Ford Probe of Dave Kendall's. And then we've got the Z4 Roadster. Just here we've got a couple of Ferraris and Porsches. So there's one that was at the bottom field. I've moved up a couple of them. But look at that Ferrari Dino, very nice. That's beautiful. And a lovely colour blue as well. Look at that as a door catch. Just look at that stunning Alicante dash. I think it's absolutely wonderful. What a beautiful looking car that is. 1972. And we've got the GT3 RS. And then the 911 G-bodied, 2 of them. Dotty, my favourite one. Convertible. And then we've got the 964 Cup. Very nice. Nice selection of Porsches there. Now we've got the Midget and Sprite Club. And we've got this little round wheel arch green MG Midget. Some grills in the wings, that's unusual. That's housing underneath the engine. And we've got the little froggy eyed Sprite. Beautiful again, British Racing green. And then we've got this MG, I'm not sure what this model is. TF. Early one, not like your TFs that they made last. Got the side windows which you pop in by the looks of it there. Lovely. Now we've got just a selection of all sorts of bits and bats, from MGs to Bentleys to Citroens. So we'll start off with this Marlin, which is a kit car. I think this is based on a Ford, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that. Yeah, it's got Ford switches on anyway. So I'm assuming it's a Ford. Let's have a look what engine's in it. Got the hood open. Oh, it's got Rover V8 in. Nice. Look at that. 1998 version. And we've got the Subaru STI. And look at this Citroen, very nice DS, 1972. I love these. That's rare with a leather interior and them headrests. Yeah. What a wonderful vehicle. DS 20. Beautiful. And then we've got the Bentley. I do like these. These are cheap. For about 20,000. Probably not in this condition, I would imagine, but beautiful. I'm tempted to buy one of them. I just don't think I can afford to run them. Now we've got a few MGBs here. MGB Roadster 1976. This is a rubber bumper conversion to chrome bumper. You change the wings and a bit round the back. And then we've got another, whether this is a conversion as well, on the Y plate, a Roadster. Then we've got the RV8, which were the last run out ones that they did. Last chance with Rover, and a very similar body shell, but a bit more plasticky at the front, no chrome. And then here we've got the rubber bumper version. I think it might be Tahiti blue, that, or pageant blue, beautiful, 1978. I think it's probably pageant blue. Oh, and then we've got our mate Dave and his friend's BGT V8s. Look at these, both stunners. One maroon, one white.
I had one myself about 5 years ago.
Look at that. Hi Dave, how are we doing? Let's have a look. Have you got my sticker in the car? That's the important thing, isn't it? Look at that.
Very classic cars.
Yeah, fantastic.
He's the main man.
So here we've got another Series 1 Jaguar 1971. Look at that on the J, beautiful. And then we've got the S-Type 68 on an F. Another lovely car. Looks a bit like a Mark II styling, but a little bit bigger. Then we've got the XK. And then look at this lovely little Alfa Romeo. Right-hand drive. On the G 1969. Very nice. Look at the dash. Beautiful. Lovely vehicle. And in good condition for its age, that. 50 years old. Now here's an unusual vehicle. It's an NGTA. And it's got all different models on there. All the 2+2s, 1800 engine, based on the MGB. With Shearer and Cortina based running gear. So it's a bit of a kit car, but no doors on it. It's awkward to get in that. And then we've got, look at the Lotus 3 litre GSI. It's the second one here. At the silver one down the bottom field. Look at that. Oh, he's got one of my stickers. Hopefully he'll subscribe. Look at that. Beautiful. 3 litre 24 valve. Then we've got Kim's XR3i Cabriolet. He gets everywhere in this, does a lot. Shows the XR Owners Club and wins quite a lot. And another little A35 van. Very nice. Banded wheels. Look at this. Beautiful. 1962. Wonderful. That's two of them. And then we've got the little Abarth Fiat 124 Spider. Same as the new MX-5, but nicer looking. Very nice.
Oh, Gary's classic car.